You're losing trust with yourself, and novelty is the enemy. Hello and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Bevan, and I help young men stop wasting years of their life on fake advice and transforming their face, physique, sleep, and diet all in one place. And this video is about trusting yourself, which is a really important topic. And that brings us to the first module, mindset of a novelty seeker. Now, when you're a novelty seeker, all you do is talk, endless talking, zero action. I've seen people who say, bro, next 6 months I'm gonna build a physique, next 6 months I'm gonna do X, next 6 months I'm gonna do Y. All speak, no talk. Fuck. All talk, no action. That's all they do. And you know this fighter, his name is Rod Tang, like a Muay Thai fighter. He said, good talk, bad fight. That's all these novelty people are doing. Even I used to be a novelty seeker. I would say to my mom, I would do X, I would do Y, but I wouldn't do it. And she would lose trust with me. And I would lose trust in myself. Do not be a novelty seeker, bro. Like, it's a very fucked up mentality, novelty seeking. And there's this thing, if you start speaking about your goals, like simply for no reason, like even when people ask you what your goals are, please do not say them. It tricks your brain into achieving them. I thought I was immune to it. I started speaking about my goals. I thought, okay, I'm immune to this effect of not taking, like, this effect of taking action. Like, I can speak and I can keep working. No, it's bullshit, bro. You have to be silent while achieving your goals. People should not be knowing your goals. Not everyone should be knowing your goals. The people who deserve to know your goals should know about them. But all of these people do not deserve to know your goals. When you start speaking, the your action rate just goes down, your output just goes down. I have experienced it. I started speaking about my goals and my future ambitions and everything. Like, my mind just tricks itself, okay, he has already achieved it, why action, why take action? I started being lazy to record videos. This happened like a month back. Do not be a novelty seeker. When you start to get on a diet and start building a physique, day one, don't go say anyone else. You probably took the action already and then you went to say someone else. Don't even do that. After like 2 months, when they say when they see the results, that's when you say, okay, I hopped on this diet, I started working out. Before that, if you start saying to people, you wouldn't take action. This is literally how novelty seeking works. This is literally how your monkey brain works. And also, not to mention the endless scrolling, dopamine, and junk food, and this hyper stimulation which you guys are going through. Do not novelty seek. And the next module, losing trust with yourself. Now, this is a big one. When you like start speaking about goals and ambitions and achievements, whatever which you want to achieve in the future, when you start speaking them, all right, when you start yapping them instead of acting, you will start losing trust with yourself. You will automatically just believe to yourself, okay, I'm not going to do that. I remember this guy. I was in 12th grade, and he would say that he would do stuff, and at the end of the day he would say, bro, I know I wouldn't do it. He would genuinely say, he would literally, basically it's just admitting that he stopped trusting himself. Trusting yourself is a very fucked up scenario to be in. Haven't you thought about those times where you said to yourself, I wouldn't be watching porn anymore? Like, you said to yourself, like, so frustratingly, angrily, but the next day you jacked off. Then again you're frustrated, bro, I'm not gonna jack off again. I had enough, enough is enough. I promised to myself I'm not gonna jack off. 2 days later, again. That's Stop keeping promises to yourself which you know you cannot fulfill. When you know you cannot fulfill something, don't promise yourself. And don't say about those goals to other random people. It doesn't give you an advantage. But if you have like so much credibility, let's say you already are a bodybuilder and you have like a fucking 20-inch biceps or something, 16-inch, you get the point, right? Like big biceps. Let's say you have big biceps, and you say to yourself, okay, within the next 3 months I'm going to have bigger triceps. You have some credibility, don't you? You trust yourself already. Now, what credibility do you have to trust yourself? That's the question. When you start making fake promises to yourself, fake promises to others, by the way, you meet someone new and you say to them randomly, bro, I'll catch up with you later, I will text you later, and you never text them. They never text you. This might seem so minute, but it is not minute. It compounds. You know the compounding effect, right? You do a small thing for a long period of time, it becomes noticeable, it becomes big. You start losing trust with yourself. Me personally, I never say to anyone, catch up with you later, I will text you later. I never say to anyone because I know I won't keep that promise. So I never keep that promise to myself because I know I wouldn't fulfill that particular promise. Start doing it. Like throughout your days, just start introspecting to yourself. What promise do I keep to myself which I know I wouldn't fulfill? Strike it off. Then when you strike it off, you'll start believing in yourself more. The third module. What do you gain anyways by the nod? Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? What do you gain by this nod of validation, like nod of appreciation? Like you say about your goals and the person listening, oh wow, oh that's so great, wow, wow. What do you gain? Genuinely ask yourself, what do you gain? They don't have the same dreams as you. They're not on the same path as you. They don't have the same ambition as you. What do you gain by their nod of validation? What do you gain by speaking about it to them? Just so you can have an ego boost to yourself. I know what you gain though. You lose credibility. You lose trust in yourself. You lose the ambition, the drive which you initially had to achieve the goal. You start losing them when you start speaking about them. You literally start losing them. When you speak about it, your dopamine system spikes. Your brain just automatically thinks, oh, I've achieved it. Now why should I act on it anymore? That's literally how your brain thinks. Unless and until you have some credibility, like some huge credibility, then people can realize, like, let's say one fat fuck, he's saying within the next 6 months I'm going to lose 1.5 kg. You look at him and scoff, like, the fuck is he going to do? But then if you look at like a bodybuilder, like he's like very jacked and strong, and he says, bro, I'm going to build triceps in the next month, you automatically know, oh yeah, he's going to do it because he already has credibility. What do you gain by the nod of appreciation from the people who are not on the same path as you? Validate yourself. Do you think Andrew Tate is sitting there waiting for validation of other people? No, he's validating himself through discipline, through the grind. He knows he would achieve stuff. Does he speak about his goals? Maybe, a couple of times. And does he know that he will achieve it? Of course, he knows that he would achieve it. Do other people believe that he would achieve it? Yes. Why? Because he has credibility, because he has done shit. I'm not comparing you to him or anything. Even me myself, I'm like below everything. I have done mistakes myself, such as novelty seeking, what this video is about. Because of novelty seeking, I have been set back on my goals. My goals have been slowed down because of novelty seeking, because of yapping too much than working. Now, there is a law from the book The 48 Laws of Power. The wolf in sheep's clothing. Think as you like, but act like others. This is a beautiful quote because when you act like others, people wouldn't question you. Think as you like. When you're closed off in your room, be arrogant, be aggressive, work on your goals, put your head down and work as hard as you can. Act like the rest. Now, one of the reasons why us, like this group of young men, like the people who watch this kind of videos, we get hated on because we act like little autists outside. We act too authentic. Outside, when people speaks to us, we already start speaking about self-improvement, business, money, mental health, building a physique, like looks maxing and stuff. We start speaking about this and people see us weird. People start hating us. Think about it. Did they ask you for your advice? You start advising them randomly out of nowhere. They did not ask you for your advice. Sure, you may know a lot about self improvement, building a physique. You may know, but they did not ask you for advice. I did the same mistake. I remember I was in this trip, a family trip, and my mom, she was saying about, oh, kidney stones. You if you eat too much red meat, you'll get kidney stones. I started arguing with her. No, that's not the reason why people get kidney stones. It's because of eating spinach a lot. Like spinach has sediments and stuff like that. I started yapping about it for no reason. She did not ask me for advice. Why did I say that? Novelty seeking, to feel that I'm higher than her or something, to have a ego boost. That's why I said it. And what did I gain? Arguments. I didn't gain anything other than that. Think as you like, but act like others. When people ask you stuff about, oh, how was your day, just say you had a good day. Don't say, oh, I meditated this morning. They don't like that. Normal people do not like others above themselves. Do not act like that. Just say, oh bro, I had a normal morning. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say anything more, anything less. I had a normal morning. How was yours? Just have this common sense with you. If you are being hated on right now because of this behavior which you have of self-improvement, grind, hustle, chase, discipline, all that stuff, okay, keep it to yourself. When people ask you for advice, then you advise them. Otherwise you talk like normal people. You stay shut, you stay silent. That's what you have to do. The top link in the description is the all-rounder playbook, a complete guide to face, physique, sleep, and diet. Subscribe to be a part of this brotherhood, and never forget, become complete all-rounder. Goodbye. Mwah.